swamp cabbage was a very important part of our diet. They were free. They're nutritious. We love them. So you just have to pick one the right size.
This cabbage over here is, I left a bud in it where y'all can see how it come up. Whenever I go out there in them woods to cut me a cabbage, well, I like to get them that I can just cut off about waist high. I go in there with a cane knife and I cut all these things off here, or a chainsaw. I got a chainsaw, I go down there and cut all these boots off, the fans. And I also look at them as a male and female, these cabbage. Some has berries and some don't. The male don't have the berries. They're long leaf cabbage and a short leaf cabbage. Well, I like the long leaf. They're a little bit sweeter. But any of them's good. But I walk up there to it and I take my axe handle and from where the bud comes out right there, down there is the head of the cabbage. And that's where I circle that whole cabbage, cut it solid. Your boots falls off, a lot of them. And I may have to make 2 circles to get them off there. A lot of times I can cut them 7 or 10 minutes. But then whenever I get the boots off there, I cut it down. That head there's got a bitter on it. And but I just leave that on there till I get ready to cut it up in pot. But I usually cut this one off about along there, where I won't have so much to handle. It'll be like this one. And so when I start cut it up, this here end has got bitter on it. I cut all that bitter off until I see all the rings of them boots. And then I take them boots off down to its tender. And I cut up tender stuff in that pan until the next boot gets tough. And then I take that boot off and keep on doing that till it gets it all cut up. And then it's ready to go in the pot.
This is the boot right here. This is the boot. And there's still little layers of boots on there. See, one thing about it, it'll turn black. See, that's why he cuts it up in that water. It'll turn black. You can't, it'll turn just like a potato. You know how you peel a potato, and if you don't put a potato in water, it'll turn black. Well, that cabbage will turn black. Yeah, with just a taste of the bitter ruins the whole pot of cabbagery. They have to be about waist high. That's what you eat. You just got to eat that tenderest part, Got to eat it at this certain size. Just a lot of things you can't eat when it gets too big. You got to be just right. You can fry bacon. If you're a 7-day Adventist, you can put some butter in there. It don't make no difference. But you fry a little bacon in there. Then you put your cabbage in there, and you don't put a whole lot of water. You can cook them to death. You just put just like you was going to cook a garden green cabbage, something like that. Don't cover them. Just put some in, and then you put salt and pepper and just a little dab of sugar. Not a lot of sugar, just a dab, like that. And, just a dab. A little dab will do you. And you cook them till they're tender, which takes just about an hour. But that's the way you cook them. And when they're, now a lot of people cook them, they put tomatoes in them, and they do all kind of different ways. But this is the best way we cook the swamp cabbage. You taste them, that's the best way to cook them. Well, we cook rice and tomato gravy. And I'm going to teach you how. I'm going to teach you some depression cooking. Teach you some real cowboy cooking. But this is what we cook. We cook rice, tomato gravy, swamp cabbage, and some cornbread. Thank you, folks.
Well, thanks so much to Iris Wall and Harold Johnson over here for telling us about cracker cooking.